Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. Stamp collecting is fun, and we're going to look at some stamps which have a British theme to it. So we've got British stamps, but also stamps which maybe were part of the British Empire, Commonwealth, Basutoland, for example. So these have been found in the fabulous Fox box, and as you know, I like to prepare. Here's one I did earlier. That's a bit of a fake. It is the bag. I left some stamps in the bag, but I wanted to reveal the big reveal of it all. So we'll start here. Falkland Island stamps. Now I bought some a couple of months ago because I'd found I hadn't got any. And as per usual, they come along when you've got them, and not when you haven't got them. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. Falkland Islands, nice stamp. What have we got here? Straits Settlements, Malaya. This would be 1937 by the look of it. So right on the coronation, I'd say, of George VI. Possibly this would be, what's this, like 46 or 48. So they're not a pair as such, but they are similar in length and in shape. What else have we got? Well, here we've got, look at that, Morocco agencies, Edward VIII. So these stamps were used, it looks like. 5 centimus. Again, British sort of influence there. Guernsey, bailiwick, keep that separate. British stamp proper, a 1 penny postage revenue, George VI. I think I'll keep that with his brother. Yeah, oh, hang on, Machins. A lot of Machins. 6D. 6D here. 7D. What's this here? This is a 1 and something pence, isn't it? 1 and 9 pence. More Morocco. Look at that. So we could be getting a bit of a collection going on here. Morocco agencies. Does Morocco, therefore, count as a British colony? I don't think it does. I think it's French. But we will have an agency there, which possibly means we've got a post office there for British citizens to send home postcards and the like from Morocco. Because maybe Morocco didn't have a... did it not have a post office? I don't even know. So that needs looking up. 5D. Again, a Morocco thing, a Morocco stamp. So someone's been... yeah, obviously someone's been cancelling these with Morocco agencies. Can we go a little bit further? What have we got here? 2.5 pence. Britain. Jolly old Britain. Bailiwick, Guernsey. Actually, that goes over there. So we've got the shilling one and the 2D. Very nice. Olympic Games stamp is always welcome, 1948. Wedding, the royal wedding. Ceylon. Independent commemoration of Ceylon. Interesting. Ceylon being Sri Lanka now. Halfpenny Wilding. Dominica. Picking limes. Dominica being in the West Indies, I believe. Put that there. The king again. Overseeing his kingdom. In fact, there's quite a lot of these. We'll pull them out. See, there's quite a lot of the similar similarities. There's a lot of them. So I think there's a theme in this particular bag, Ceylon. Festival of Britain. Guernsey and 90. So there's a collection of those forming. Falkland Islands. Ceylon. Shall we dig a little bit deeper to see if there's something a little bit different? Well, this may be Southwest Africa. So Southwest Africa as opposed to South Africa and as opposed to North Africa. You get, West Africa. So that, for me, is quite... I don't think it's something I've got for my Empire collection. Look at that. Colombo Council, Ceylon. More Ceylon. A 1 and 6 here of the Machin. Lovely colours, those. Aren't they beautiful? Don't the busts, don't the the pictures of the Queen stand out? I think they're superb. Next, I think we've got another South Rhodesia royal visit of the Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret Rose. More Sud-West. Festival in Britain. More festivals. So we're getting, I think we've got maybe his spares, his heirs and spares. Malta. 1 pennies. Look at these 1 pennies here. Quite a few of them. Bermuda. He certainly likes the elongated stamps. Bermuda, that's nice. Is this another Bermuda? No, it's Olympic Games. Also a bit of a sheet going on here. Get that for a sheet. I do believe these are mostly the similar sort of things, but look at this beauty here. So we're looking at Cayman Islands now. So I think there's been a decision made where they're having, you get the same sort of thing. You've got the bold lettering of the island, the monarch, Bermuda, the monarch. Price up there, price down there, just to confuse everybody. But they're very, very similar, albeit different. Falkland Islands, there's another one, for example. Nice and bold, and picture of the monarch. What have we got here in regards to Machins? 9D. Here's another quick, interesting one. A Dominica Small. Another Ceylon. What's this? That's Ceylon. It's a beautiful stamp. Ceylon. But the king, so I'll keep that separate to Ceylon, the independent place. What's this? Sudan Postal, I love that. The Sudan. Wow. Wow. That is wonderful. And I found another slightly interesting, well, when I say slightly, it's very interesting to me. Gilbert and Ellis Islands. Again, we've got that bold lettering, we've got the face of the monarch, and The cost of the stamp, halfpenny, halfpenny in this instance. This seems to be a more modern version of it. 1965 Telecommunication Union stamp. Kroning. South Africa, the king is there. I haven't seen that stamp at all. That's very interesting to me. Not seen it. There was a lot of different renaming and reshifting of powers. Southwest Africa. Then we had Sud West last time, and this time we got it in the English tongue. And a nice railway engine. Well, of course, railway engines, they did come from Britain. Robert Louis Stevenson and his father. One of them is mostly forgotten. It's not Robert Louis, the son, but the father, who actually created it all, is mostly forgotten. Ceylon. Whereas the son who turned it into a thing. Why are things always a thing? He turned it into a thing, and look at that. That's nice. He turned it into a thing, and he's the one that is well known. Or vice versa, possibly. Southern Rhodesia. Yeah, it could actually be the son who's less famous than I don't know. Ceylon. So we've got a lot of Ceylon stuff. Guernsey. What has South Rhodesia got there? I think that deserves to go there. We're slightly going into the and finally moment. I think that's airmail. Look at that. Nice plane. Plain and simple. Ceylon. Ooh, is that a factory or a temples? Don't know. What is that? Well, it's South Africa, but is it war? Wartime? I don't know. We'll leave it out. I've not seen it before. Bahrain. So we had our own post office in Bahrain. It doesn't necessarily mean Bahrain was, or Bahrain was, British territory. Southwest Africa, South Africa, Ceylon. I think Ceylon have been pretty much the favourites here today. I did pick a lot of Sri Lanka earlier up. There's Ceylon there. Another sheetlet of sorts. Look at that. And all that writing. Minimum inland printed paper rate, 1.5 pence. Come to order now. Yep. Postal Union. This possibly could be an finally moment, because this is a belter. Toga. Penny Etaha. A penny stamp. Not our queen, possibly the Queen of Toga. I think there may still be a King of Toga. But that's a beauty, that'll stay out. That's quite a lovely one. And finally, have we seen the and finally moment? Unless anything jumps out. I can't really... War! What are you good for? A 1 cent British Honduras war stamp. That I do like. That's my and finally moment. It's stuck with something else. So there's 2 of them. Both have got war on them. One is a small overprint and one is a bigger overprint. Who knew there was two that would come together? Though you expect them to go bang bang, they'd be the same sort of size. They ain't. Look at that half D. That's interesting. Right, we'll call it that for now. Thanks, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this little rummage through. And I'll continue to rummage through, place these where they deserve to be placed, return those that deserve to be returned. And I'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Hope you're having a fantastic day. That's so long. I think I may... Ooh, yeah, it's one of those Moroccan ones again. So we'll leave it at that for now. Thanks, everybody. Talk tomorrow and have a great day. The wind is blowing and howling here. Bye for now.